This is Kirsty Nolan, live from the London studio. General Syed Asim Munir assumed command as Pakistan's 17th Chief of Army Staff on the 29th of November 2022, stepping into the role at a time of political instability, economic turbulence and growing security threats. From the outset, he declared that Pakistan's security, economic stability and political continuity would be the defining pillars of his tenure. His leadership would go on to reshape Pakistan's military doctrine, reassert state authority and redefine the country's place on the global stage. The events of the 9th of May 2023, when rioters attacked military installations following the arrest of Imran Khan, became an early test of Munir's command. He personally visited the affected sites, ensured strict accountability and oversaw trials of those involved in military courts. This swift response not only restored order, but also restabilized the authority of the state in the face of anti-state movements. At the same time, Munir recognized Pakistan's economic fragility as a security risk. In June 2023, he spearheaded the creation of the Special Investment Facilitation Council, a civil-military initiative aimed at attracting investment from Gulf and Chinese partners in energy, agriculture and mining. Later that year, he also ordered an unprecedented crackdown on illegal currency and crypto financing networks, striking at the roots of terror financing, stabilizing the rupee and reviving investor confidence. These networks were directly funding outfits like the BLA and BYC, whose foreign sponsors relied on digital pipelines to destabilize Pakistan. In December 23, he paid his first official visit to Washington, where meetings with Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin and Secretary of State Anthony Blinken reaffirmed Pakistan's role as a frontline counter-terrorism partner and key non-NATO ally. The year 2024 further cemented Munir's reputation as a decisive leader. Nearly 60,000 intelligence-based operations were launched across the country, striking directly at the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan and other RAW-backed outfits. Recognizing that militancy thrived on economic sabotage, he intensified his focus on currency control and crypto crackdowns, exposing cross-border financial networks that funneled resources to hostile groups. In March, the expansion of SIFC projects began attracting large-scale investments from Gulf states, strengthening the economy as an extension of national defense. His leadership also ensured that national elections in February 2024 were held peacefully, a rare achievement in Pakistan's turbulent political history, and one that projected institutional stability at home and abroad. Diplomatically, Munir expanded Pakistan's outreach to Iran, Turkey, Azerbaijan, Saudi Arabia and the UAE, reinforcing defence partnerships while also cultivating deeper economic cooperation. Munir's defining test came in April to May 2025, when the Pahalgam attack triggered a fresh conflict between India and Pakistan. Under his command, the armed forces launched Operation Bunyanum Marsus Marke-e-Haq, a coordinated army, navy and air force counter-offensive that successfully repelled Indian aggression, neutralized disinformation campaigns and safeguarded civilians. The conflict ended on the 10th of May 2025 with a US-brokered ceasefire, but Pakistan's resilience and military strength under Munir's leadership were widely recognized. On the 16th of May, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif declared Yom-e-Tashakkur to honor Pakistan's victory, and on the 20th of May, Munir was elevated to the rank of Field Marshal, the first COAS since Ayub Khan to wear a 5-star badge, and uniquely while still serving in office. In the days after the conflict, another strategic front emerged. Pakistan moved to legally formalize cryptocurrency, not only as a regulatory safeguard, but as a tool to tokenize its vast mineral wealth. The effort was institutionalized through the establishment of Pakistan's Crypto Council, the PCC, elevated as a separate ministry to regulate blockchain, mining-linked assets and secure inflows of foreign capital. This venture aligned with Munir's vision of economic securitization, marrying blockchain finance with Pakistan's natural resources while shutting down crypto channels previously hijacked by RAW for terror financing. The months that followed saw Munir consolidating both domestic and international influence. In June and July 2025, he returned to Washington for high-level meetings at the Pentagon and CENTCOM. During this visit, he was also hosted by President Trump for a private lunch at the White House, a gesture viewed as a symbolic reset in US-Pakistan relations. At home, he supervised flood relief in Punjab and development projects in Balochistan, further boosting public support for the military, which a Gallup survey in mid-2025 recorded at 93%. At the SCO summit in September 2025, General Munir stood alongside Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and engaged in high-profile talks with Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian, Chinese President Xi Jinping, and other world leaders. His presence and diplomacy earned praise from Beijing for Pakistan's stabilizing role for the India conflict. Importantly, Munir also secured Pakistan's deeper integration into SCO counter-terror financing frameworks, a move aimed at dismantling raw-backed militant funding networks. From 2023 to 2025, General Asim Munir's leadership has been defined by a security-first doctrine that combined internal crackdowns with external deterrence. Through the SIFC, he linked economic revival with national defense. His decisive battlefield leadership against India elevated him to the rank of Field Marshal, a historic distinction that placed him alongside Ayub Khan, but with the added legacy of active service. By balancing ties between Washington, Beijing, and the Muslim world, Munir has not only reshaped Pakistan's defense posture, but also redefined its role as a resilient and decisive regional power. Stay tuned for more updates on this story. Keep watching Ocean News.